Hello everyone, welcome to another video. A lot of times in conversations about privilege, usually with those who have privilege and usually with those who don't want to acknowledge that they have privilege, I get a lot of questions along the lines of, how can I have privilege over someone if they are as wealthy as, if not wealthier than me? Or how can I have privilege over someone if we go to the same school or have the same educational background, stuff like that. So I'd like you to picture the intersection between two roads. Maybe I'll draw a picture right over here if I'm feeling energetic. And there's one big road that travels that way and a slightly smaller road that travels that way. And in order to get from one side of the small road to the other side, you need to cross the big road. The cars on the big road have right of way, meaning that they don't need to stop for the cars on the smaller road, whereas the cars on the smaller road need to stop for the cars on the bigger road. So let's introduce two people to this scenario. Person A inherited a house on this side of town, and he didn't need to work for it. He was just born into this big beautiful house on this side of town, and therefore to get to work he has to travel along the big road. Person B inherited a house on this side of town. He didn't ask to live there, he was born there, and in order to get to work, which is the same work as person A, he has to travel along the small road. So person A and person B meet at the intersection. Person A, who is on the big road, has right of way and easily turns onto the small road to get to work. Person B, however, has to wait for person A to turn. So person A and person B have the same level of wealth. Maybe person B even drives a bigger car or a better car than person A. Maybe person B's house is better than person A's. But that doesn't change the fact that when person B gets to the big road, he needs to stop and wait and work a lot harder to cross the road to get to work than person A does. Basically what I'm saying is that you may have privilege in some ways and not have privilege in certain others. For example, a white person has racial privilege, but they might be poor and not have wealth or class privilege. A person who is black might not have racial privilege, but they may have the privilege of having wealth and being in the upper class, whatever. A person who is white and wealthy might be privileged in those ways, but maybe they're gay or maybe they are transgender, and in that way they do not have privilege. But it's not an equation, it's not a calculation. If I have privilege here plus privilege here minus privilege here, I end up with this amount of privilege. Having one kind of privilege does not erase certain other kinds of privilege. I hope this is making sense. Please tell me in the comments down below if you understand. Thanks, phone. And if you like this video, you can give it a thumbs up. If you like me and you want to see more from my channel, you can click the subscribe button down below. And I make new videos every week. However, I'm starting to think about making more than one video a week, because basically what keeps happening is I film a video and I'm so excited to edit it, so I edit it straight away, and then for the entire rest of the week I have nothing else to do. I mean, this is my hobby. Then I get a new idea and I'm like, oh, I want to film that next, but then I go, no, Chloe, you can't, because you already have a video for the week, and if you keep filming stuff then they'll start to back up. So I don't want to make any promises because I'm going to uni and I don't know what that's going to be like or what my week is going to look like, but I might start making more than one video a week when I feel like it. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I love you. Goodbye!